convincing the market. People at that time were not willing to pay for AI. They said, "जो चल रहा है, चल रहा है."
In 2017, 2016, you have been building AI tools. Right now, we have been all building AI tools now. So how difficult it was and how you solved that challenge? Because I'm sure to have that kind of talent pool also is very difficult. It was completely new. So how that vision came in, what were the biggest challenges and how you solved that?
I was chief product officer, so I was working very strongly with the tech team. So we had 4 co-founders, me and Jyotirmay. We had Mosum Datta, one of the early pioneers in the data movement. And then Taj came into picture. All of us, being from an engineering background, I sketched the roadmap. DK looked at operations and funding. Moshumda brought in the data angle, and Taj brought in a very strong execution angle. One challenge we faced was, of course, that it's something that needed a lot of funds. We managed to raise a lot of early funds even without a fully ready product. But having said that, maintaining that burn rate was always a challenge because we were sinking a lot of money into R&D, building the servers, building the machine learning algorithms. They will always face a plethora of problems on the ground to make it accurate, to ensure that it was working in production. And the algorithm had very low scope of error, ensuring that when you're building the entire model in-house, we couldn't call a Claude API or a ChatGPT API because those APIs were not existing. So all the APIs were also hand-coded and built. I remember even I kind of took on my coding hat and used to sit down and run, write SQL queries and Python code myself. I relearned my code. I think a bigger challenge that we faced was in convincing the market. I mean, now we have built a product sinking in a lot of money. You want to price that at a certain price, right? But people at that time were not willing to pay for AI. They said, "Jo chal raha hai, chal raha hai." So, that gap was extremely killing. So we realized that if we have to run this and take it to profit, probably need at least 50, 60 crores of fund over the time period. So the market was not yet ready. See, I think what kept us going was we became pragmatic. So at one point, we scaled down the B2C arm of Spottle. We said कि customer acquisition में at least burn हम लोग reduce करते हैं without shutting down the R&D shop of it. And let's focus on certain B2B contracts. So we had B2B contracts where we were helping companies or even governments roll out AI-powered assessments to the in-house talent, score them, and then fit them to various jobs. So that is how we kind of stemmed some of this burn and kept on track. Having said that, I'll say that Spottle is a mix of both very high successes and very low failures. There was a time we sold our house, because we are so fixated to fund the further development in this project. See, one thing that I'm proud of is India AI featured us as the first AI company. I think that was a strong high for us. So we solved problems, I think, by being resilient. And wherever we faced problems, we consulted, which we had investment from Silicon Valley also.
So that's really interesting. Our all exposure to AI is in the lockdown year when we started using ChatGPT. That is 2020. AI tools that you use on a regular basis.
Gamma, ChatGPT, Midjourney.